Hey, welcome back to another episode of 30 Plus Click with Max and Yo-Yo. Today we are having a different conversation. We've been talking about love for the little bit now, and today we want to take a step out of love and talk about transitioning, continue our conversations on transitioning. Um, Many people have found themselves of recent, or the scenarios places a person has recently transitioned or collapsed their life in a country of their origins and have chosen to make a new life of themselves in a spanking new country. They have taken this giant leap of faith, and they have now become a member of the diaspora community. I wonder, Yo-Yo, for somebody who was just coming into a brand new place, where they probably don't know anybody or know anything, what are some of the advices that you would give to that person as they find themselves in this new journey of life?
All right, thank you, Max, for that. And so today, I think it's beyond yo-yo. We're going to be just practically sharing life issues. So Max and I, we relocated to another country, to be specific. We relocated from Nigeria and we found ourselves here in Canada. And so it might be in Canada, but the nuggets and what we'll be sharing today, you would even find it useful in your other countries. And even if you're still in Nigeria, if you implement it, you might also find it useful and nourishing or inspiring. Yeah. So talking about transition. So we really we can transition from one career to the other, whether in your own country or in another country. To be very specific, transitioning from one career to another in another country, sometimes it can really be difficult because you have so many things to combat with. You have your resume to figure out, you have your cover letter to figure out, you have the accent to deal with, you have the job search to deal with, you have the jobs type of words to deal with, because you just don't want to throw out your one resume to 3,000 opportunity. So the hard work of trying to streamline your resume to make it very specific to a certain job title or job description that you're applying for can also be difficult. However, the good news is that wherever country you've come from, I know you've developed skills and you've also upgraded those skills to different competencies. And you might have worked in a particular company or in a particular industry, but most of your skills are very transferable and they are very relevant. So I would say congratulations to you, but it's not time for you to throw them into the trash and start working up on new skills. You can pick it up. You can also see how you can transition those skills and competencies into your new area of industry that you're looking at. And so I will start and I'll pass the mic to Max. So I would want to talk about the mindset in terms of job search. So remember, growth is always applaudable. You can start from wherever you decide to start from, but just have a mindset of growth. Don't
Mm,
belittle the little days, your little beginning. It's okay to have a job that just put food on your table and just make you to come out of the house and just give you some change in your pocket. But what is most important is where your dreams and your vision and the big picture you have in your mind. Keep that, nurture it. And from the mind, it would also reflect and you would find yourself there. So it's okay to start rather than being in the room, being in the house and waiting for that big job that matches your skills from where you're coming from. And if you don't get that job, then you do nothing. No, every job you find yourself doing, there is a skill to gain. And also there is a competency to build on. And also there is networking attached to every job you find yourself. So girl, guy, go get yourself a job today. Max.
absolutely, absolutely. I actually agree. Do not despise the days of little beginnings. No job is too small, no job is too big. We only have small minds, and that's you're only the one that can hold yourself back from achieving that which you've set out for yourself. So if you're new in a community, and we've all experienced this, like no, well, I'm sure there's some people who just, made it big. I don't know, but like the majority of the time, people start small. So if you come into a new place, a new environment, start small, but don't despise the days of little beginnings. But I want us to talk about the students. Like, let's say, for example, like a lot of people who don't jack by understand you're coming up to students. So, like, okay, fine. Like, what is something that you can advise a student to say, hey, you know, I know you're stressed, I know you're worried about tomorrow, but it's going to be okay.
Okay, so to international students in different country, remember you are you might have immigrated into that country as an international student, but never have the mindset of a student. Never limit yourself to the classroom. It is just a means. Okay, so don't settle into that box. Oh, I'm a student and this is it. Shake it off, network like a professional, connect like an employee. Okay. And so that way, while you being a student and counting your number of days within the classroom, you're already building pillars and bridges that will connect you to either the labor market or the workforce, whatever terms it is called in your country. That way you build valuable relationships, you're networking with people in the industry that you want to work in. And so a little tip for you, want to do something called the informative interview. The informative interview is, so if you come with the skills of marketing or if you come with the skills of data analysis, but you have to do maybe a program in healthcare or you have to do a program in business, but that's not where your passion is. So you can go to LinkedIn and find professionals already in where your passion is and just connect with them, because at that point you're not really under the pressure of looking for a job, you're just building connections. And so connect with them, go on a coffee date, hang out online, on Zoom, on Google Meets, and so whatever channel you want to hang out with them. That way you're learning about what they're doing, you're networking, you're meeting people. So when you're done with school and you're ready to make that transition into your professional career where you really want to be, you at least you have someone to point you in the right direction.
Ah, networking can never be overemphasized. This is so true. This is so true. If you don't take anything from today's conversation, try to network. Take that away with you. LinkedIn is there at your disposal. Try to leverage it. Try to network. Try to grow that network. And it might not pay off today, but it will pay off one day. So back to like my catchphrase that I always like to tell people, it's going to be okay, even if it doesn't look like it now. And then I want us to give one final nugget of advice, to just not necessarily students, but like people of the diaspora community that are just trying to like make the way, that are struggling to settle down, like in a whole new community, that are trying to like integrate. Like, how do you, what is one advice that you can give somebody who is, making this transition from their home country to becoming a diaspora?
Okay. Well, it's going to be okay. Let's just start from there. Everything is going to be all right. And everything is going to work out well. So don't put yourself under any form of pressure. No comparison. No comparison. And don't be too proud to ask someone that is working for. Forget the fact that you're here right now. If it is not working for you, be humble to ask and seek for help. Because, on this side of the world, information becomes your most valuable resources. And information, when they say information is key, we really didn't understand what it meant. But in this side of the world, information is beyond key. is access, is gates, is everything. You would value information more than money because that becomes your access, right? And also becomes like a stepping stone. And so ask question, right? No form of comparison, no pressure. Everything is going to be okay. That single statement is very pregnant, but see, guy, dude, girl, everything is going to be okay. Whether it's in career, whether it's in settling into your country, whether it's making those little baby step moves, that's all right. Everything would really be okay. Yeah.
And in Igbo, we will say, Onye na-ajụ ajụjụ anaghị afụ ụzọ. You understand? Which translates to, he that asks question doesn't get lost. So open your mouth. And there's a verse in the Bible that has become so very dear to my heart of late because I've really seen it come into, fruition. Because the Bible says, and I'm sorry if I'm not a Christian, but this still applies. But the Bible says a closed mouth is a closed destiny. So if you don't ask questions, nobody
Where
can.
did you see that one in the Bible, sister pressure? Pressure.
Hell, Jim. Emmy. Oh, you just been bringing out the African in me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna quickly summarize. Do not despise the days of little beginnings. Find a job. There are no big jobs, there are no small jobs. Just try to find a job that gets you to where you need to go. If you're a student, network, look at the people that are where you want to be, and try and connect with them and see how they made it there. And if you're in a community, you're someone that's settling down and it's not working out for you yet, ask questions of the people that it's already working out for, so that they can help you and direct you. In the end, last, as Apostle Bonner Boy will say, last, everything is going to be okay. So we want to thank you so much for making it a date with us at 30 Plus Click. Please continue to like, share, subscribe. Remember, we are on Spotify and on YouTube. So that is 30 Plus Click, one word, on Spotify, on YouTube. We appreciate you. We love you. Continue to tell us what your thoughts are about this episode. Have you transitioned before? We want to hear all about it. But until next time.
Goodbye.